Alright, so let's talk about raiding a little bit and ways that I think that we can encourage people to online raid more while also, not being too frustrating for normal players. So as we already know, when a wall is destroyed, it places down one of these, meaning that you can't replace it with another wall. And also too, when something is damaged, it means that you can't repair it. There's a timer on it. So here's the thing. I think this is kind of only partially fleshed out. I think that this could be kind of improved a little bit. And the thing is that this already exists on modded servers, as we can see here. Raid block. So here's the basic idea. One of the issues with online raiding is that sometimes when you raid people, what they end up doing is they lock themselves in their loot rooms or whatever, and they just throw up walls all around them and wall them off, and then basically sit there and laugh at you because you're dumb enough to online raid them. And what were you thinking? I mean, they're online. They're just going to wall everything in and make it so that way everything's more expensive, dump all their loot, all that kind of stuff. So we can kind of prevent one of those things from happening, and that is to simply put in a raid block. So here's how I think it should work. If anything in the building privilege is damaged more than 20 instantly, then the raid block will go up to 5 minutes. Say, for example, this can be set by the server if you want it to. But basically, if you have something big attacking your base, then the raid block goes up to 5 minutes, giving raiders plenty of time to go all the way through without you griefing them when they're online, because otherwise everyone's just going to continue to offline raid and there'd be no fun in it. So put in a raid block for 5 minutes, and I also think that, for example, say people had, I don't know, wooden spears, for example, and what it is that they did was they were attacking, say, your wooden wall on your base. Then effectively what you'd want to be able to do, or even like, for example, one of these, and let's say somebody had a wood wall on their base, and somebody was attacking it from the outside. This is doing damage, but it's not doing 20, so only let the raid timer go up to 1 minute. So basically, if you're doing damage to a base, the raid timer stays at 1 minute. The second you stop, it starts counting down. And say, for example, someone came along and chucked a C4 on a wall and then did damage using that, then the raid timer will go up to 5 minutes. And say, for example, the raid timer was at 4 minutes, and and one of these walls was attacked, it wouldn't do anything. The timer will only go up if it's under 1 minute and you're doing less than 1 damage a second. So this means that, for example, if you're raiding in a group, you'd be able to have people basically stay behind and continue to do slight damage to the base every once in a while, just to keep that raid timer up, to prevent people from griefing you while you're raiding. So next one I'm going to talk about is going to be a counter to even this, that I think is going to kind of help people who are getting offline raided all the time. So stay tuned or check out the next video for that one.